Hello, my name is Alyssa, and you are on my channel where we are going to talk about this new palette that I have. And if that sounds good to you, then stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed yet, then please join me on my channel. I like to do lots of makeup panning and projects and things using my makeup. So if you like that, like I said, go ahead and subscribe and maybe give this video a thumbs up. So, getting into my new eyeshadow palette. I had put this on my birthday wish list, and I had my birthday earlier this summer, and so I've had some time to play with it for a little bit, but I was really excited because if you are not new to my channel, then you might know that the first palette I bought for myself in multiple years was the Dollhouse palette from Blend Bunny Cosmetics. And I had said that, because I needed some more neutrals. I was retiring some older palettes and I was kind of left with, some gaps in my collection. And so I settled on that palette, and it's like, if I like it, then maybe I would try their colorful palettes because I've heard so many good things about those, but at the time I didn't really have a need for more colorful things. So, I'd had my eye on this palette, and, I'm like, well, it's a want. It's not, something I need right now. So I'll just wait. Maybe I'll get it in a sale in the future or something, it's, as far as I know, it wasn't getting retired anytime soon or discontinued. So, I could wait. But yeah, when I need to make a birthday list, then I thought it was a perfect time to put it on there. I had been interested in pastels. I have a couple in my collection and I've liked them. So it was kind of making me think maybe I would want more. And I had heard from so many people that this was their favorite pastel formula from any brand they tried. So I thought, if I'm going to go pastel, then it should be this palette. I also like that there was a mix, like midtones, and there are some shimmers. I wasn't sure how they were. The shimmers in the Dollhouse palette are good. They are not like the most, well, some of them are actually like, I really like, and then some are just like sort of your standard shimmers, and there are a lot of dark shimmers, which are not my jam, but it's fine. So I wasn't buying this palette for the shimmers. It was more for the matte eyeshadows. And yeah, so lo and behold, I got it actually to open on my birthday. So I was able to make a birthday eye look. I made a short showing it, so I will try to link that video. And I've also done some other looks because, like I said, I've had it in my collection now for a little bit. I'm actually wearing it today, so I went for, I guess I can just go ahead and show you. All right. I'm gonna do it this way. All right, so I basically used, I think, all of the purple shades because I definitely used this one, although this shade I will say ends up being a bit more blue than purple. I am going to show, I did some swatches, grouping by color, or what I could kind of tell based on how they looked. So some of them ended up a little different than I expected. So like I said, this one, it looks purple, but it's a little bit more on the blue side, but still works for blending out the purple. And so yeah, I definitely used this purple, and this one, I didn't use this because I was trying to actually go for more cool tone, and this one kind of felt like a little warmer, although I probably could have used it. And I used this one and the shimmer. Now this shimmer, I technically already kind of have a pan showing, and I've used it this one time and swatched it the one time. So I will say it's definitely more of the squishy in the pan type of shadow because I really wasn't going in hard. I'm not counting it as a new pan because I feel like if I use it more, it might kind of smooth it back out again. So we'll see. It just, Oh, I also used Cupcake so let me go ahead and talk about the shimmers in here. I actually really like them. They're very sparkly and just, yeah, like just really pretty. So, this is the shade. I did technically put a little bit of Ladybird on top because I've been trying to get my uses on there. But it's, mostly like sparkle from this, and you'll see in my other looks that I share that they were sparkly even without having to add any sort of topper. It was more just trying to lighten it up because this is more of a mid-tone shimmer, and I took it all the way in, and so I just kind of did more of the lighter part there. But yeah, Cupcake has become a nice favorite. I did that in the very inner corner, so I'm not sure how well you can see. But yeah, those, I think I said that one too. So yeah, I used all the purples today. I actually already started a little checklist paper for the eyeshadows because I may as well add it to my using everything 5 times by the end of the year if I can. I don't know about these new palettes. I have a video also up talking about using new makeup and adding them in, but that was before I had this palette. And it's also like, oh, I also did all those videos where I was swatching eyeshadow colors and things like that, and it's like, oh, it's completely like out of date now because of this, but it's fine. Then maybe next year I can do another video because I've taken out some shadows that I retired and have brought some in, so you know I could do that. But yeah, the only shades that, let me think, how do I do this so that I keep track? All right, so the only shades I haven't used yet in a look, because I've swatched them all now, this one, I guess some of the blues maybe, because I did use some blues, but it's just there's so many eyeshadows and I just got it. Let's see, let me think. Oh, these two. Oh, and I'm actually excited to use this one because it's this really bright aqua color when I swatched it, and it was like really like showed up like that with an easy swatch. Let's see, these two. Oh yeah, because I haven't really done the oranges yet. And then these two. Oh yeah, because when I used, I'm trying to think when did I use actually now I'm looking at, did I actually use any of the blues in a look? Oh, I used the dark one, so maybe, yeah, I guess, oh, well, I used that one. I did use this blue, so I guess I didn't really use that many blues. I just thought I had, but yes, I didn't use the blue shimmer. I thought I had, but I didn't mark it off, so we're gonna say I didn't. But yeah, and so I still have to do an orange look, but I wanted to see how that one purple shimmer looked, and so that's why, because I was thinking about doing an orange look today, but I decided to do that. And right now I'm actually debating, because this is before I'm doing my travel, if I'm going to bring this with me or not, because technically it doesn't fit in my makeup bag, it's too big, and my suitcase is a little full. But I really want to because I've only had it for a little bit, and I wasn't really bringing that many colorful shadows, and you might think colorful would be more work, but these you kind of just like put them on and it's pretty, like, you know, it's like if I want to do yellow, I can just like look for the yellows and kind of put them on. I will say these are a lot more powdery than the Dollhouse ones. They're like, there's more kick up in the pan when I use them, and also like certain shadows are more pigmented than others. So I'm kind of learning by using them that certain ones are better for like actually using in my crease, and then some of the ones that are more or less pigmented, using those on then the further out part to kind of blend it out a bit. So like for instance, this yellow I thought would look, you know, very bright. This one is actually more pigmented. So even though like it looks more pale, like it just doesn't look like it would have the color, this one actually packs more of a punch. And so I use this one to blend this one out a little bit, because with the pastels, you definitely want to do more of a patting and then patting, not blending as much. So like even like, so it's there's a little bit of work, but it's more like going back and forth. So like I said, it's a little bit less blending. Like, so with the purple, I did like the darker shade and then took like the mid-tone and kind of put it on top of it, and then darker, and just kind of go back and forth until I get like the look. And I feel like it does still turn out, you know, blend. Like this was maybe not my best, but I am still learning the palette. So the shadows go on where I place them. Oh, also, that's right, I forgot. I didn't actually get to use my normal eyeshadow primer because it's packed. And I didn't feel like pulling it out and then forgetting it or something. So I actually almost forgot to pack my makeup sponge, I realized today. That I'm like, oh, so I hurried up. I mean, I could have packed a new one, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use the old one, and that way, like, I'll probably throw it out when I'm done my trip. So, and then I went, well, I don't know, we'll see. Or keep it for because I have a second trip coming, and, you know, save that as like my travel one or something and get a fresh one for when I come back. But yeah, so I would say that I like the palette for sure. It's been really fun making the looks. They've definitely been really bright, and I feel like perfect for this time of year. It's a little overwhelming to be like, ooh, I just gained all these new eyeshadows. So yeah, and the fact that all those videos are out of date because I did a lot of early filming, but it's okay. I'll have this video go up after them anyway, so it's like, well, you know, that is kind of how it happened. Like those happened and then this happened, so you know, it's fine. And I feel like someone else commented on their video, Jamie was saying on her channel that it's been sort of a turnover year for her with makeup, like buying a bit more because just how it happens. It's like, yeah, I kind of feel the same, that I've had these neutral palettes and they're getting old. And then this is more like bringing in something that I didn't have because I didn't have the pastels. And I like that they make a colorful look, but it's more light. So if I like to do colorful things, but sometimes I don't want it to be quite so intense all the time. And I feel like even with the dark shades that are in here, I can tone them down a little bit with the other shades, which is fun. So I have had some staining with the pink, because I did a pink look. I think it was this shade that caused a little staining, but not from any of the other ones at this point. But like I said, I haven't used all the orange shades at all. Oh, that's right, I did use this one. Yeah, because I did a little bit of orange on my lower lash line when I did a green look. So like I said, I will put in videos of the looks that I've done so far, and just, you know, a little bit of, so you can kind of see something. Also have the swatches, and, you know, so in case you were interested in the palette and you kind of wanted to see how, you know, it's like, well, they're all scattered, how do the shades kind of look and compare to each other. And I tried to hold up on my arms the ones that look the most similar. So like, for instance, the pink shimmer and the peachy shimmer kind of look similar when you're swatching them, but in practicality, like, this is a cooler tone, that's a warmer tone, so I wouldn't, you know, you kind of want both. So, and they're both very sparkly, so.
Face the audience, Mr. Biggs.
But yeah, that's kind of it for today, just to show you this and be like, yeah, I got another palette in my collection now, so you know, it's gonna be able to get used. It is getting used. I really do think I am gonna pack it if I can, and just pack it in with my clothes so that it won't get messed up, because I mean it's thin. I just don't want to like not use it right now. But part of me is also like, well, I packed travel makeup, so maybe I should force myself to just use my travel makeup. But yeah, so that's it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Like I said, please give it a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel if you would like to. It will help me out as I'm trying to get, you know, bigger goals and all of that. And I hope that wherever you are, until the next video, you'll be doing well, and I will see you then. Bye.